details as to the changes in this game because of the rain. Here is a delivery down the leg side. It's going to be going into the boundary for 4. So the keeper didn't get around. And it went down to the boundary for 4. So just the adjustments would let you know that it's now coming down to a 10 over affair. 8 over, beg your pardon. Just being confirmed, it's an 8 over affair, not 10, I beg your pardon. And so both teams would get the opportunity to bat 8, bowl 8, as the case may be. So here is delivery outside the off stump. Feeling for that one. Not good glove work behind the stumps. So Justin, this should be a T10 sort of approach here.
Yeah, very much so. The batsman has to get the ball on the bat. Yeah, you know, they really been struggling to get it, and it's even more important now that they do.
So St. John, Randy Morris taking strike. Here is Imran Joseph. Short delivery. That again goes out of the keeper's hand. And it goes down to the fine leg area. They will get a single signaled by the umpire. Just wondering what's the issue there with Samuel. He just doesn't seem to be able to glove anything at all.
Well, the wicket seemed to be freshened up too. It seemed like with the slight drizzle that would have fall before the covers come on and stuff, and then the sweating. The wicket seemed to be, the pitch seemed to be even quite, ball seemed to be bouncing and coming through much quicker. I don't know if that's what's surprising the wicketkeeper.
I don't know. It just hasn't gloved. There's 3 deliveries that went to his grasp and just did not stay in.
Probably not woken up to the fact that the game has resumed yet.
Yeah, well, there's Joseph again in. Short delivery. They go through a very quick single. They've got to hurry. And the return doesn't come in. Backward point coming in very quickly, overrunning the ball. And that always happens, very often rather, when the fielder coming in, taking his eyes off the ball for a while. And just overrunning.
A bit of slippery hands out there maybe. Ball not staying in the hands of the keeper and the fieldsman. So if St. John could post anything like what, 50, 60?
This should generate some excitement here. Should be a good classy match. Caught outside the All-Stump, gone. Well, this time it stuck. He was looking to half cut, half drive, and you could hear it from here. There was a big nick, and the keeper took the catch. So Morris has gone for 1, and St. John, they've lost an early wicket. They're 11 for 1.
Well, 11 for 1. Yes, in the course of over number 2. Remember that there what, 6 overs after this. Scoring at a rate of just over 5. But they would want to push that up maybe to about 10 and over. And maybe if they can't do that, then we could get probably Larry Edward has come out. And with a shortened game, of course. Yeah. So the Winwood Volcano player Larry Edward has come out. It will be interesting to see with the 8 over game now, the allocation for each bowler. I guess one bowler may be able to bowl 2 overs. 2 bowlers probably bowling 2 overs, I don't know. Or whether it will just go as normal. Part of the condition, if the game is reduced, that means that, yes.
Usually the allotment
yes,
is also reduced.
Reduced, yeah. So with 5 bowlers bowling 1, and maybe there's 3 overs, or maybe 2 or 3 others bowling 2, as the case may be.
Could be 10. Not much.
3 bowling 2, and maybe 1, or 4 bowlers bowling 2, and somebody bowling 1.
Yeah, but it's 8 overs.
Yes, so well, yes, 3 bowlers bowling 2.
and 2 bowling 1.
Yes.
Okay, so the new batsman is Larry Edwards. Who's just come in. I think it's a good move though.
Yeah.
So Antoine will be facing up to Noel. They've got a third man in, extra cover, sweeper right back, and a wide-ish mid-off. Delivery that sort of squares him up. Looking to turn that out on the onside and goes just to the right of the backward point fielder. Good delivery there. Just seemed to turn him around a bit.
Yes, because the ball seemed to be skidding off the surface. To me, seemed to have played. The ball was onto the bat, rushed onto the bat before he actually expected.
Oh, dabbled at that one outside the off stump. Yes, you just see, in fact, a bit of skidding taking place there. Again, a dot ball.
Again, these batsmen haven't been able to really get the ball and bat on a regular basis. The skill level is just not up to allow them to do that. This is a real problem for St. John.
Just looking again, sorry, just in that, again, Samuel Charles bubbling that one. He just didn't collect it well behind his stumps. I've seen him keep before, but he doesn't look settled. And nothing seemed to want to stay in except the catch that came to him.
So I'm wondering if it's a case of the ball really skidding.
Wraps him on the pad, and the people like before gone.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I would have been surprised if the umpire didn't raise the fatal index finger. He was looking to hit that maybe somewhere down to the mid-wicket area. Didn't make contact. The ball cannoned into the pad. And so Anthony Antwine is just been adjudicated leg before. He's gone for 1. And St. John, they're in further trouble now. They're 11 for 2.
Yeah, 11 for 2. Delivery which just not simply play down the ground, looking to go across the line, a foolish delivery. And really and truly, not good batting at all. But we've seen that type of performances, that type of batting from St. John. They really haven't been able to find the ball at all.
Yeah, it's important that you don't panic because there's a reduction in the over. And we see teams very often panicking.
Well, that has been the way they have played basically throughout the tournament so far. The batsmen have found it very difficult to put runs together.
Wildman is the new batsman. Hits that down to the long off area and would get a single as Regis comes off the boundary, sends the return to the non-strikers, and they get 1. So it's been a productive over for St. David, and at the end of 3 overs, it's now 12 for 2.
Yes, 12 for 2. Not still where you want to be in a shortened version of a game. You want to be looking at close to 20, 25, 30, maybe at the end of 3. But as I say, it's a little in the levels of teams that we're looking at. And St. John probably will want to, as I say, in 8 overs maybe get somewhere around 50.
Yeah, but you don't probably even want to think about getting more than that. You need to score at least 8 runs per over in an 8-over contest. Get it up to 60, 64 or 65 and maybe up to 70 to make it a good working total.
Well, you've seen St. John in the tournament so far getting that in the allotment of 20.
So Larry Joseph will be taking, Wildman will be taking strike from Joseph. And he hits that over to the backward point. He's out caught. Well, that was a short delivery. And he was looking maybe to pull that through mid-wicket. The ball might have just rushed on him a bit. Caught at the backward point area. And, well, he is gone. Is that Noel taking the catch?
So you wonder if St. John will be bowled out in 8 overs. So, or under 8 overs. At the rate at which they're going.
So, again, we're talking about the whole idea of panicking and, you know, it's a shortened version of the game now. Adjustments of the overs. No real need to panic. His eyes lit up. It was short. It was no in position at all. Didn't get inside the line, Justin. Whenever you're going to pull, that's important. Get inside the line of the ball.
Well, it's nothing to do with panic, Pastor. It's all has to do with the team and the post state of the batting of the team. you would have seen them throughout St. John throughout the course of the competition, and that's what we've seen from the team. So it's really not about panic. We haven't seen them play better than that.
So Isaiah Simon comes out. Let's see whether he is going to play better than that. And here is Joseph coming in to bowl to him. Oh, he's not ready. Just pulled away. Whether that's a sign of nerves, is it?
Came out with a bat and decided that he has to change the bat because it's amazing.
Well, quite amazing this. And you would think that he would follow the St. Davis players who were helping him. Well, he just walked away as if Jaron Noel is his servant. Well, maybe you could call it camaraderie and the game played in a good sense of fraternity. Yes. 12 for 3. It's a dismal sight, just as how the atmosphere looks rather dismal. The sun has been out, behind the clouds rather, for the entire day, so to speak. So here is Joseph again to bowl to Simon. Takes it, ball goes out just behind square on the leg side. So leg by now signal and confirmed by the umpire. So
extras 10.
It's quite interesting, isn't that? Extras have gone to 10. So Morris was caught Charles of the bowling of Joseph for 1. Antoine leg before to Noel for 1. And Wildman was Scott Noel of the bowling of Joseph for 1. Huh. Interesting that. 3 batsmen dismissed for 1. Extras at 10. 13 for 3. What an equation that. So here's Larry Edwards facing up for the first time. Turned neatly down behind square on the leg side. And the ball goes bouncing merrily out to Jackson. Sends the return in. Good service there to the keeper Charles. And they had time to cross for 1.
Maybe if St. John had to get any sort of respectability to the score, Larry Edward will have to be the one to take most of the strike. They have to do that.
So Simon would fancy himself good enough to do something spectacular for St. John. And here he is now. Short delivery is going to be out, caught by the keeper, just running around to his left. Easy catch. It was a short delivery, and looking maybe just to turn it behind square on the leg side. The ball popped up on him. Let's look at it. And he was really out of sort. Pushed back for a bit of pace, and Charles going around rather easily and comfortably took the catch. And so Isaiah Simon goes without scoring. It's 14 for 4.
Yes, but this is a different wicket to what we saw at the start of the play. There must have been some sort of dampening, because it took them a while to bring the covers on, and you can see the ball is rushing onto the batsmen, and they're just not equipped, probably not doesn't have the requisite skill to deal with that type of bowling.
Yes, but even, gosh, my goodness, I mean, even that, you know, the way he played the ball just now, he looked more like as awkward as a cow on ice, really.
Yeah, because ball was on him before he actually got the batting position.
So the new batsman is Jonathan Taylor, who's come in to join Larry Edwards. Oh no, 14 for 4. Gosh, not with 10 extras. Dismal, abysmal. Again, he's looking to pull. Short rising delivery. Charles collects behind the stumps.
Of course, Joseph will be enjoying those conditions. Will be enjoying that. That's more like the length is comfortable bowling and enjoying success. And because the St. John's batsmen are not coping at all well with the fact that the ball are getting up to their shoulders.
Yeah, that's right. All of them looked out of sort at bay, playing the short rising delivery. Well, Joseph again bowls short outside the off stump, playing with the bat and the body very far from the ball. That completes the over. So some 4 overs gone, is it? 4 overs gone. It's 14 for 4.
Yes, and yeah, a lot of it, as I can tell you, comes from the preparation of teams. Sometimes the work you would have put in, coming into a competition, and we were looking at serious deficiencies in terms of the batting of St. John throughout the tournament. And I mean, being basically a part of it, I can tell you that really that's the result of these deficiencies. This what you're seeing is some of it have to do with preparation, and just a little bit of it have to do with the ability of the batsman.
So it's a combination of both.
Yes.
Where does Justin Hector come into all of this? Edward will be taking strike, and Duran Noel will be bowling to him. He's going to bowl from round the wicket. So there is, in fact, just a lone slip, rather extended. Now he's going to be going to a short third man. Point, sweeper, extra cover and a long off. That's the offside field. He moved in but wasn't quite satisfied with his approach. Here he is, driven back to the bowler, who gets a nice, accommodating, comfortable bounce. Gleefully grabs it and goes back to his bowling mark. Let's see that. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it. Will go over the no, just pulls it back inside. And the batsman will come back for what would be the second run. So that was airborne for a long time. Got hands to it. Let's see it here in the action replay. It was hit down almost into the throat of the, yes, right in the mid-rib area, and made a meal of it.
So that was Joseph Black's baby.
Yeah, he swings that down to the deep backward square. That's 4 runs. Well, that got the treatment it deserved. Full toss. And it was swung down to the deep backward square boundary for 4. So Shea Hope would just learn being dismissed. Got a handsome total into the 60s. So the West Indies have just lost the 3rd wicket. The run machine has just departed. Driven through the mid-wicket area. That's 4 more. No, that was a lovely shot. You could hear the sweet sound as the bat met leather. And he spang that through the mid-wicket area. And it went very quickly across the turf for 4. He's gone to double figures. Gone to 11. It's 24 for 2. Sorry, for 4.
Paying dearly for the miss. Larry Edward given a chance and made them pay 2 boundaries in the same over. So Edward is the key for St. John in terms of the batting.
Tugs that one down to mid-wicket. Now they've hustled for the first run. They're going to come back for the second. No, he's not running. Now that's bad cricket. That should have been 2. Quite easily 2.
I don't think it is. We're in the final ball of the over. I think we'd want Edward to be taking most of the strike now. So I think it's a good idea that he chooses to stay there, and I think he understands that.
Well, there is discretion in what you just said there, I must admit. So your knowledgeability, I would pay credence to that. Down the track, driven straight, and they've taken the single. They won't come back for the second run this time, as Joseph comes off the boundary. So that completes the over, and 5 gone. It's 26 for 4, St. John's.
Yes, so just 3 to go, and it will be very important to see probably what Ronick does, how quickly he turns the strike over to Larry Edward. And so I guess that's one of the things they may be discussing out of the middle. But the man who is striking the ball needs to be on strike for most of the deliveries to come. So there's another change of bowling at the far end. So 26 for 4.
They're just, they've gone past the halfway mark, just 1 over past the halfway mark. So they've got 3 overs to go. They will like to get this beyond the 50 mark.
Yes, I think that's exactly what Larry Edward would be saying to Ronick, that you try to pick up a single, get me back on strike.
We're trying to pick up the bowler though. So Taylor
Yeah.
will be taking strike. Charles is going to stand right
Jonathan
up.
Taylor.
So he's going to be standing up. Just a military medium, I would think. Delivery down the leg side and looking to swing that. Maybe
And,
down the backward square.
Now wide.
Wide signal by the umpire.
But he's looking so much like Ronick out there to me. Like, looking like Ronick hold outside it to me, but it could be Taylor. Yes, Taylor.
Short outside the off stump. Now that's poor batting. That
Yeah.
should have been spanked down to the square cover boundary. Missed everything. Was pulling outside the leg stump. No, that's poor. That really is poor.
This is why I suggested that Edward should have make every effort to stay on strike for the start of this over.
Turned up on the onside. Gets the fine leg. Will get comfortable
again.
single in the end.
It's
Is it
another
a wide signal by the
Yeah.
umpire?
Seen a wide signal again.
So that one was sinking down the leg side. The batsman would have a little bit of a mid-pitch dialogue. The traditional description is a mid-pitch conference. I say dialogue because it's two of them rather than conference.
Changing the field. The deep extra cover comes into the circle, and has someone gone back? Haven't seen anyone go out of the circle.
So the bowler we were struggling with is Shaquem Edwards.
Shakim.
So Larry Edwards will be taking strike. Pulls that down to the deep backward square position. They're not going to come back for the second. The return comes in good service. Just brings the keeper forward. So a lot will depend here on Larry Edwards. He need to take the bull by the horn, because Taylor seems very much out of sort. Outside the off stump again. Wide signal by the umpire, but again he makes a meal of that. I just wonder whether I would do a little better than Taylor at this age.
Yes.
I doubt it though.
Well, mhm.
Yes, he's not getting close enough to the ball. That's what.
Yes, I don't think so.
Hits
Next
it
time he
hard
goes
into
get
the
bat on
ground.
that, it goes, yeah.
Gets the ball down to long off and gets a single. So Edwards got 3 balls in this, the 6th over, to capitalize on them. Let's see what he's going to do with it. He's got to think about going big.
Well, Extras has gone ahead of, has now top scored.
14, isn't it?
Yes. So quite a healthy contribution.
It's not very often you find that happening in cricket. Not after the 5th or so over has gone. Extras higher than the run score of the bat. Hits that in the air, down to the deep mid-wicket area. They get 1. Won't come back for the second. Although Taylor seemed to be interested. Just a few exploratory steps that he made. No great conviction about it.
Well, he would have probably, if he had gone, he maybe would have reached halfway, like half the length of the pitch before he was run out. So a good strong return came back.
Yes. Tucks the ball down to mid-wicket, and they get a comfortable single. Yeah, the batsmanship of the St. John team is rather pathetic, poverty-stricken. They really look out of sort, and that's something they'll have to look at.
More than poverty stricken, did you say, Pastor?
Yes.
Well, that's in more ways than one.
Lovely parish though, St. John's. I haven't been up there in a little while. And I think I may well have been dissuaded a bit of going there because of the disaster that is in that Molineux area.
Well, I guess you'll be diverted, so you're not passing through the disaster area. You'll be passing through beautiful Mount Morris.
Fair enough. Edwards just pats the ball down to third man. Shot third man gets a single. And that completes the over. And does the right thing, in fact, because he will be taking strike. So some 6 overs gone. 2 more remaining. It's 35 for 4, St. John's.
Yes, and we'll probably want him to, in the next 2 overs, get 15, 20 runs and make this thing a little bit competitive. Because if they do, maybe they can maybe just put a little bit of pressure on St. David. And, you know, sometimes this mediocre chase, these small chases, sometimes do create some excitement.
Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about cricket. You've got to love the game. And sometimes you have paltry, small total, and you think that is going to be an easy run over and rather gettable for the opponent, only to realize, no, it's much more challenging than anticipated.
Well, it's Stocky, bearded Gordon. We'll take it up from the northern end. Stocky man.
Yes, and
Bearded.
George is making sure that the field placing is exactly where he wants everybody. There are, in fact, 5 boundary riders, 2 on the offside and 3 on the leg side. Driven down to long on. The ball is going to drop just in front of the fielder. They will come back for the second. No, they decide against it. They return to the non-striker's end, and they get 1.
Well,
Larry Edwards wanted 2.
Well, in fact, Taylor wanted 2. Larry just seemed to have settled for 1.
Beg your pardon, you're right.
And Larry probably not bothering too much about getting back on strike. It would have been difficult. I doubt they would have been able to complete 2 there, maybe. They would have really had to run hard for the first, but we haven't seen them running really hard for the first run either.
In the air, straight down to the fielder again. They won't come back for the second. The return comes in to the non-striker's end, and they get just a 1 as Reggie's coming around and then having to come forward a bit. Got it on the first bounce. Edwards taking strike now. Poor delivery down the leg side, wide, confirmed by the umpire. Maybe looking for the faster ball. Also, Edwards 16. He's gone past the extras by 1.
Yeah. They were in a race, really.
Hits high and hard. Would someone take the catch? Oh, it would have been a spectacular one. Coming across to his left and really went after it. This Imran Joseph didn't get there, and the ball really bounced just in front of him and went over the boundary line. I thought, however, that there could have been a smarter move by Regis trying to cover,
yes,
if in case he missed it.
And I think that's what Joseph was complaining about, that you didn't come across to cover me.
Yes, he didn't play a good supportive role at all there, Regis. They got 4.
He just stood up and let it be, watch it happen.
Edwards is driving up back to the bowler, who makes a nice diving, tumbling save to his right. Cut off what might have been a single.
42.
Yeah, probably was looking to hit that too hard. Edward pulls that. That's gone. That's gone. That's 6. That's a healthy blow. Over mid-wicket. It was short and it was pullable. And he rocked onto the back foot and he hit it cleanly. There was no question about it. From the moment it left the bat, you knew that it was going to be 6.
Well, at least maybe 40, 50 maybe on the card now. It's 48 for 4. And now we got to find a way to maybe play 5 of the next 6 balls also.
Yeah. Son has come out, has just greeted that 6 as if nodding in approval.
For the first time in 2 days.
It's interesting that delivery turned up to mid wicket. Now their opportunity for
That was the final ball of the over.
it's a no ball.
Oh, that was it.
I thought it was rather strange. I must admit that Larry Evans didn't take the single. Now he has an opportunity to go big. It's a free hit here. Good sensible cricket. Really is sensible cricket.
Really, yeah.
You've got to be thinking all the time. Let's see what he's going to do with this one. He pulls that down to the deep fine leg area and would get just a single. The return comes in right over the top of the stump.
Wide, in fact.
Wide signal by the umpire.
Yeah, so he should not have gone either.
Oh,
missed it twice.
Interesting that. I thought he got a nick onto that one, but he certainly didn't.
No, he got a bowl the free hit, the free delivery again.
Oh my golly. Oh. Well. So would
you can't go back, Larry.
would Taylor do something special here? Good opportunity for him to do something special. The umpire stretches out his hands as if to say, hey, wait for the batsman to settle. Here he is now, balls down the track, and so that completes the over.
Well, no, sir, of course he couldn't have out. Well, yes, could have out. There was no attempt to stump him to stump or stumping or anything like that.
Right.
On the part of the wicket keeper.
Because he understood, of course, that couldn't be dismissed.
Yes.
Right. So that completes the over. 7 overs gone. It's 51 for 4, and the last over is coming up. And let's see whether Larry Edwards maybe could do something special, spectacular. And they'll probably want to think about getting about 14, 15 from this over.
Well, we spoke so much about the 50, and it sneaked up on us. Yeah? Whether we didn't expect it to go that far, but they did, and 51 now. There could be a match on. Yeah, 6 runs and over, 7 runs and over, as the case maybe. If they can get another 10 again in that in this the last over.
I still feel that they should have got up to maybe a 64 70
yes,
runs.
Indeed.
Make it a good working fighting
total.
Yes, but it didn't.
It's easier to get 70 in 8 than 150 in 25.
Yes, this shortened version, you can really come out swinging.
Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Barrel of the gun blazing. So Edwards, who's 26.
Wow. I think he really looked to hit that one too hard.
Yeah, he was clearing the front leg.
Yeah.
Look at him there. He was clearing the front leg. I think he'll be disappointed with that. Tried to hit it too hard. Here's Lambert again. It's down to third man. They won't go for the single. As the fielder just going across there. Keon George. Well, he'll be happy with the 2 deliveries faced so far.
Piece off the ball.
Hits that over the deep mid wicket area. That's gone for 6. Yes. 6 runs.
Got hold of it now. But one could hardly say he has made up for the first 2 deliveries, but 6 here takes the total to 57.
Yeah. Come on, boy. You need to get that to 64. There's a commentator backing you here. With no attachment, though. Outside the off stump. Wide signal by the umpire.
Yeah. And there's a parishioner here on the other side. Who's
some rather neutral in this. Am I not?
No, well.
Leave that down to the... Well, he was looking to tuck that maybe down to the long on area. Didn't cue it all that well. Dot ball though. Ball going back to the bowler, who knocked it down. Well, he missed that. Would you believe that? Well, I think he's just trying to hit the ball too hard.
Yes. So whatever happened now, it's been a good over by the bowler. Even if he goes for 6 now, he has really come off with a fairly good over.
Well, down to long off.
They has to go back for 2.
They will come back for the second. The return comes in to the non-striker, to the keeper then, and they get 2.
The virtue of getting back to ball. Maybe if you had gotten back to ball the previous 2 deliveries, 3 deliveries, or 4 deliveries, I think they could have maybe gotten another 6 runs or so.
Yeah, but you look at the body language of Larry Edwards coming off, as if to suggest, look, I'm not very happy with this innings. He got 34 out of 60, 19 extras, but you could just see his drooping shoulder, as if to suggest, look, we could have done better, I could have done better, should have done better. But at the end of 8 overs, that's the allotment. St. John, they amassed a total of 60 for 4. Edwards, 34. Taylor, not out 4. The extras were 19. Healthy. And just let's go through the scorecard. Morris was caught. Charles, the keeper of the bowling of Joseph, for 1. Anthony Antwine, leg before to Noel for 1. Larry Edwards, as we said a little earlier on, not out 34, 20 balls, 30 minutes at the crease, had 2 sixes and 3 fours. Wildman, that's Dwight Wildman, was caught Noel of the bowling of Joseph for 1. Isaiah Simon was caught Charles, the keeper of the bowling of Joseph, without scoring. Taylor not out 4 of 8 balls. And so the total 60 for 4, extras 19, as I said earlier on. And Larry Edwards not out 34. Jonathan Taylor not out 4. In terms of the bowling, Jackson 1 over for 4 runs. Imran Joseph 2 overs for 7. Jerron Noel 2 overs for 13, 1 wicket. Imran Joseph had 3. Shaquem Edwards had just a 1 over. Melvin Gordon 1, which was rather expensive. He went for 16. Edwards went for 9, his single over. And Jamal Lambert just a 1 over for 9 runs. So the challenge is for St. David's to get up to 61. That's the victory target. Am I right?
Yes,
64.
61.
We've just had a bit of a change there, so we're sorry about that. The final total is 64, so they need to get 64 in 8
65.
and 64.
64
So
to win.
yeah, so which means I got you this time
9.
with my math. 8 runs per over.
Right, yes.
Is my math correct?
Well, that's what you wanted, Pastor. You were asking for 64. You were begging and pleading for 64.
Absolutely.
Yes, you got it. Well, it will be interesting to see St. David will be coming out shortly in the quest for 64, 8 runs and over. It will probably provide some entertainment. And of course, nice to see the sun really brightly outside now for the first time. We've seen the shadows of the stands for the first time in 2 days.
Yeah, contrasting to the entire morning and also contrasting to that of yesterday when it was practically overcast for the entire day. So with the sun out in total glory, the golden rays of the sunshine as it's beginning to sink horizonward. But I think this is going to be a nice opportunity for St. David's in brighter conditions now to go there and overhaul that total, which is 64 for victory, 8 runs per over. If they're going to get there, the roller has just come on and has done a little bit of rolling and is in fact going off now. The St. John's team just beyond the boundary, maybe having last words of instructions from the captain and also management there, and will be going out. So soon the umpires are going to be out in the middle, and there will be the resumption where St. David's will be seeking to eclipse 64. So they will be coming on shortly, and of course once the umpire goes out, we're going to be back on the ball. So we'll give you a couple of minutes, maybe to have a bit of tea, chocolate or cocoa, or maybe you'll have an ice cream somewhere about. Wherever you are, enjoy what you're doing for the next few minutes, and then we'll be back to give you coverage in the second innings.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6 even more. With more money.
To the jackpot galore. Play more. Win more. Have more fun.
With more jackpot money.
Super 6 is my number one.
With the new and improved Super 6 game, the jackpot keep growing and growing.
I'm growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
Tourism connects us all.
And welcome back here at the National Cricket Stadium here in Grenada. So St. John, don't forget their magic total is 64. 63 and 64 is the victory target. And St. David's, of course, going out in the middle there now. Opportunity for them to come good. Who do you think got the advantage here, Raphael? Runs already on the board or the one chasing?
Well, I think that's the most important thing. We have runs on the board. It's six. Is it 60 for 4?
No, it's 63.
63.
So they've got to score 64.
Yes, I would think that St. John would feel a confident team going out there. The fact that they have been able to recover after losing those first 4 wickets, being able to get up to 60 for 4. Due to the end of Larry Edwards, who played very well for 34. So they will go there with a great deal of confidence, thinking that they would be able to defend that. The bowling of Jonathan Taylor, who would have shown good ability and good pace in the few matches that he would have played, would be essential to their attack.
A good opportunity for Keon George to be a star. Here is the first delivery. Turned up on the onside and they go through for a comfortable single. Good, nice delivery. Just about middle and leg. And George just got inside the line and turned it nicely. Just behind square. Got a single, so immediately he's off the mark. Brings Kimo Peters into strike. So they're contrasting handedness. One is the left-hander, that's George. Paul is the right-hander. And Jonathan Taylor would want to keep this as tight as possible.
Yeah, I think Taylor will be essential to St. John's charge. I think he's one of the better bowlers. Bowls very straight. So his 2 overs will be really critical for St. John's.
Well, he moves in. Now and bowls outside the off stump. Ball doesn't carry to the keeper, but you can see the close-in fielders all from just at the edge of the circle walking in as the bowler, came in.
Yeah, it really would be an exciting chase. I think St. David's will have to bat well.
Outside the off stump, good bowling. Was looking to drive at that one. It was not drivable.
I think, and the difference, Pastor Wong, will see is the quality of the fast bowling. Yes, St. David's have bowlers that bowl pretty quickly, but in terms of the line, they seem to stray quite a bit, bowling a number of wides, and we look at the innings, there's quite a bit of extras.
Yes, I think some 15 of them, quite healthy. Second top scorer. Short delivery hit in the air. That's going to go down to the... Oh, that's a great shot. Absolutely marvelous shot. It was short, and he went onto the back foot, and a bit of uppercutting he did. Hit that behind point, behind square, and it went for 6. It was quite a remarkable shot, that. Let's look at it on the replay. Shot, banged it in onto the back foot and lifted it, uppercut it, and it went soaring over the boundary. Cleared it by about 10 yards. Fine shot.
Yeah, very good shot by Regis. Peters rather hit behind backward point, and it really went flying over that backward point position for 6. Good shot.
Yeah, that was well played. Really brilliant. Delivery pushed up to mid wicket. They get a comfortable single, Yorker-like. So he had to come down rather heavily on it. It's Peters pushed it out to mid wicket. So it's a pretty good over so far. Good delivery though. It was right up in the block hole, and just managed to squeeze it out to mid wicket. Got a single.
Yeah, just about keeping the rate. They need 8 runs for over, and they already 8 from 5 deliveries. So
on course.
On course. Calculated game. Push it around and pick up 8 runs for over.
Oh, that's going. That's a huge hit. That's a magnificent shot. That went about 100 yards. Magnificent shot. It was pitched up on the leg, and he came forward and launched a severe bang into that one. Let's look at it. Gee whiz, he really picked that up well in the slot, and he lifted that over mid wicket. That went soaring. Gravity prevailed in the end, but as if wanting to defy it, and got 6. Healthy over number 1, gone 14 without loss.
Yeah, superb shot by Keon George, and it was over pitch in the slot, and he gave it the full treatment, and he hit it way over long on for a big 6. And really at the end of the first over is a good one for St. David's, 14 without loss.
Yeah, it was a really, really big hit. So we had 2 6s in the over. One was an uppercut slash down to the deep point, and then the other one was that wonderful pickup that he hit over mid wicket. That's Keon George. It was a marvelous shot, and it went, I really think maybe a good 100 yards. Went for 6.
Yes. Ramnath pick it up from that southern end,
and he's going to bowl to Kimo Peters. Outside the arc stump, hits that down to the cover area. I don't think the fielder is going to get under it. Doesn't, but they will in fact come back for the second run. The return comes in to the keeper, and they get 2. It was airborne for quite some time, but never really a chance for the fielder going back to take the catch, and they got 2.
Yeah, short delivery. Should have done a lot more with this one. You just need to get a bit closer to it, and should have been able to hit it over backward point. A lovely shot there, another short delivery, and Peters was on his back foot and really hit it smoothly through the covers for 4.
Yes, it was all along the ground. Lovely shot. Really, really short. And was a great shot.
Both deliveries have been on the short side and really asked to be hit. And Peters made full use of this one as he hit it smoothly through the covers. And it went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, it really was poor. Poor bowling. Needs to bring the ball up. Get it closer to the batsman. Looking to swing that. Appeal for leg before gone. Leg before. He was looking to swing that behind square. The ball crashed into the pad. The appeal went up. So Kima Peters is gone. He's gone for 13. And St. David's 20 for 1. He goes leg before to Ramnot.
Yeah, looking to sweep there and really wasn't necessary. He had 2 boundaries in over. Just push it and pick up the ones and the twos. But again, looking for the aggressive shot and missed. And umpire Mark had no hesitation but lifting the finger.
Yes, so they've lost 1, but they're on target. 1.3 overs gone. So the current run rate is 13.33. They need just 6.77 for victory. So they're well ahead, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Interesting move to see Imran Joseph coming in at 3. I think again now it seems as though fear begin to step in. Now you have batsmen. You are way ahead of the rate. We are still in the second over, just 1.3, and you are 20. You could afford to send your normal batsman, settle down and play normal. Play normal.
Cricket.
But Joseph comes in at number 3. He's attacking player. And let's see what happens. One hope that he's going to stick around for a while.
Let's hope it doesn't backfire. So here is a delivery outside the off stump by Ramnot. And Joseph looking maybe to dab that down to third man. Didn't make contact.
Yeah, another short delivery that should have been put away.
Bowled him, does it? Did it bowl him? No, he didn't. No. The keeper was running down as if he really was bowled. I'm sorry. Just looking at the language of the fielders. But I think all of them were so excited, maybe missed the ball rather. Yes, unsided a little bit there by the body of the keeper. And I thought for a moment he might have sneaked through. Sorry about that. No alarms. Pulls that down to the deep mid-wicket boundary, and that's gone for 6. Well, that got the treatment it deserved. It was short, and he rocked onto the back foot and pulled it down to the mid-wicket area. 6 runs. So the end of the second over, and the total has now gone to 26 for 1.
Yeah, very expensive over bowled by Ramnat. There was quite a number of short deliveries, and Joseph there making full use of that one, hitting it over long on position for 6. To really need to bring the ball up a bit more. Number of short deliveries. So one was hit through the covers for 4, and one hit over backward point for 4. So really just need to bring the ball up a bit. With a good over, St. David sort of scored how many? 14 in the over. Good over. 12 in the over.
12 in the over. 26 for 1. George will be taking strike. And
Larry Edwards it is. That's going to pick it up. And sensibly batting, you need to play Larry Edwards carefully. Don't take too much chances. 26 for 1. Just 2 overs bowled. So good start. Good start. Need some 38 runs in 6 overs.
Rather meticulous about his field placing. There is a short third man, backward point, cover, extra cover, and the long off is right back on the boundary. There's a long on too. Mid wicket is conventional, deep mid wicket, and a fine leg inside the circle.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see the strategy being used against Edwards.
But he's got to be somewhere around the off stump. Pushed it into the backward square area. They've got opportunity for 2 here quite comfortably, and they come back for the second run. Just got inside the line and turned it nonchalantly behind square. Got 2. George has now pushed on to 9.
Yeah, sensible batting by George. He not looking for the big shot, but being able to push it slowly to that square leg position, and the fielder from mid wicket have to really run in and to his left, and he picked up 2 easy runs.
So it was George facing up, looking to turn that out on the onside. Faster delivery with the arm, and didn't make contact. Keeper running behind rather quickly, gathered. So no chance of a single there.
Yes, looking to pick that to play it fine. The short fine leg is pretty square, so you're looking to play it fine. Just missed it, that quicker delivery just on the body.
Down the leg side, a wide signal by the umpire. A little bit surprised that he seemed to be taking up that leg stump line, Raphael, when considering the field that he's got, packed offside field.
Yes, he has a long off, and he have a backward point on the boundary. 3 other fielders, and this one is hit.
Fine shot, 4 runs. Really fine shot. And the fielder who is down at the deep backward square ran across, had to cover just maybe about 20 yards, but the ball was struck so well. He didn't have a chance at all to pull it back, to cut it off. 4 runs. That was a lovely shot by George, who's gone to 13.
Yeah, good shot. And the fielder is no place in the right position. Backward square on the boundary. He was much too square, more of a mid wicket. And he had no chance as the ball went quickly down to backward square for 4.
Yeah, that was...
He's now being
he's going to
pushed
put him
back
a little bit straighter.
a little bit.
George is hitting that in the air. That's going to go for 6. That's 6 runs. It was short, got the treatment it deserved, rocked on the back foot. Well, they're making this rather easy as winking. 39 for 1. The run rate now 14.63.
Yeah, good shot by George. Shortish in length, and he went back and that position it vacant there and hit it over a wide long on, or mid wicket rather, and it went over the ropes for another 6.
Yeah, he's timing the ball well, Keon George. Really timing it well.
Now the fielder is pushed back to the boundary, so wide open space on the onside, just a push to mid wicket. Easy 2 runs.
Open spaces for singles or 2s, as the case may be. They will in fact come for the single this time, as the ball is just patted easily down to a short third man, where a gully might normally be, and the batsman had time to cross for 1. So Imran Joseph now into strike. This is the final delivery coming up in over number 3. Right-handed Imran Joseph comes into strike. The mid wicket is pushed right back on the boundary, and then there is a long on there too. Good delivery, pitched up just about middle of next stump, pushed it out on the offside to complete the over. So rather expensive one there to complete. 3 overs gone. It's 40 for 1.
Yeah, another good over for St. David's. 14 runs, Edwards, first over. 40 for 1 in 3 overs. St. David's doing very well ahead of the rate, and they're just going to call for some common sense batting. They need a further 24 in 30 deliveries.
Yeah, they'll get that. They should get that at 4.80 runs per over. So it should be a canter, not a gallop. Keon George, who had 2 good blows, couple of 6s in his innings of 20. He's middled really well. And in contrast to that of St. David's bowling, extras just 1. St. John's had some 15 extras.
Yeah, quite a bit of extras from the bowlers of the St. David's team. Just throwing the ball all over the place. Bit of ill-disciplined bowling.
Yes, certainly was. They're going to bring in the fine leg fielder, maybe just inside the circle.
Yeah.
Just inside the circle.
Yeah, really strange position there. No long leg as Williams.
Short delivery that reared at him. And they got a single. Looked a little awkward with it. But in the end, nothing untoward happened. And they crossed for one.
Yeah, delivery lifting there, but there's no one close to the bat. So even though he played it awkwardly, there was no chance there as it went on the offside, and they ambled a single. Takes the score to 41. Kian George 21, and Imran Joseph comes in. The right-handed Imran Joseph. The field is a short third man, cover point, short cover, extra cover, mid off on the offside. Now we see that you know, Antoine goes into cover.
In the air, somebody is going to go under it. The catch is going to be taken. Yes, he took the catch. So that was in the air. He was looking to slap that behind point. It went high in the air, swirling. And that fielder just maintained his composure. Took the catch. So Joseph goes. He is gone for 6. And though really it should not be so difficult, it's now 41 for 2.
Yeah, good catch by Simon there. Went high in the air. And he circled and really get himself in good position and took that catch.
Never looked like dropping it, did he?
Yeah. Irresponsible batting, in my view, by Joseph. Really, it was necessary. But his short inning has concluded. Gone for 6, hit 1 boundary. And it's 41 for 2.
So 41 for 2. How many more needed here, April?
Yeah, we just need about 23.
23. The current run rate being 12.30. The batsman did cross, so George will take strike. West Indies 209 for 4. So the equation, they've got to make 66 of 62. Just for folk out there who might be listening and trying to determine what's happening between West Indies and Sri Lanka. So here's Williams moving in to bowl to George. George is off the back foot. Cuts well, 4 runs. Oh, lovely. That is absolutely gorgeous. He rocked onto the back foot. And he knew that he hit it well. You could see the body language after suggesting, gosh, I enjoyed it. Eased onto the back foot, got right on top of it, and spanked it behind square for 4. He's gone to 26. It's now 45 for 2.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. He was well over it in good position and really smashed it to backward point, and it raced across the surface. And he picked up another boundary.
I think he's one of my biggest disappointment in Kian George. I always felt that he could have gone really far. Nice touch, open the face of the bat and gets it up to third man. Yeah, you know, I looked at him as a young star, under 15 and beyond, coming up. And he was the definition of a fine cricketer. Always, you know, played his game rather competitively, never loved to lose. And I always felt that he could have gone on to bigger things.
Yes, you're certainly right. You know, he possesses great ability, tendency to bat long.
Outside the off stump, a little tantalizing delivery there that he maybe thought about fishing after it and maybe just pulled inside the line. Let's look at it here. Just a teasing, tantalizing thing, and was going to play. And the ball was much too close to him. Should have just shouldered arms and allow it to go by, but he nibbled at it.
Yeah, good delivery. Probably could have been on his front foot and just opened the face, but it was a good delivery. Too close to him to cut, and he made no contact. That's Chandel Regis.
looking to turn that out on the onside and doesn't make contact. The ball cannoned into the pad. The over comes to an end. So 4 overs gone. We're just at the halfway mark. 46 per 2. The required run rate 4.50. That's easy going. It's easy like Sunday morning with the current run rate being 11.50.
Yeah, good over by Williams, picking up that wicket of Imran Joseph, caught in the covers. At, not an expensive over. He was hit down to backward point for 4, but fairly good over. His first over, going for 6 runs. Oh, St. David's after 4 overs, they are 2 for 46.
George, 26. And 26 good-looking runs. He's really batted very, very well indeed. The boundaries that he hit, they were sparkling boundaries. All of them would have gone clean, not catchable by any boundary rider.
Yes, played a captain in so far, as the captain for St. John, Antoine, pick it up from this end. And first delivery comes off the pad on the onside as George is just looking to push it on the onside.
That's what he should have done. He should have swept that down to backward square. But he stood upright and was looking just to nurdle it.
Yeah, outside his legs.
But I guess he's not as nimble as earlier days. Cut down to backward point. They're gone for 1. Simon is after it. They will come back for the second. The return is flat and fast. Good return. Very good. Always bubbly on the field. Covers distance rather quickly. Rather diminutive and dapper. But he does go across the turf very quickly. And the service to the keeper was fine. But they got 2.
Yeah, cut away by George. Bit of a misfeeling by the fielder at backward point.
Outside the off stump, hit on the edge, goes down behind the keeper. They will come back for the second run. The return comes into the keeper. They get 2 rather easily. So the 50 has just been posted. 50, 28 deliveries, 23 minutes. And there have been 4 sixes and 3 fours.
Yeah, and really, George has really contributed, played very well. He's on 30. And really doesn't seem to put a foot wrong. Really played some beautiful shots.
Yes, beautiful innings by him. Maybe vying for the man of the match. Outside the off stump cut. But can't pierce the offside field as the return comes in sharp, quick. Maybe was looking to hit that too hard. Hit it hard into the ground. We're in over number 5. Outside the off stump. And just backing away is George. Might be a little bit disappointed with that effort.
Yeah, not being able to get a room to pierce the offside field, hitting it straight to cover.
On the edge, will get a single. Might have been just guilty, Raphael, of trying to hit those last 3 deliveries too hard.
Yeah, looking for too much power there. And this one coming off the bottom edge, just going on the onside, picking up a single. So good up by Antoine, only going for 5. It's 51 for 2.
10.20 is the run rate. And who are they going to use?
Probably, let's see if Williams will continue, or probably Edwards. At St. David's need 13 runs, 18 deliveries.
And I think West Indies need 59 from 54.
Yeah, going down to the wire again.
Yes, but I've played good cricket. Bravo is not out on 83 of 116. So it's not really crunch time as yet for the West Indies. If they win this one, it will be an absolute demolition of Sri Lanka. Short rising delivery that Keon George got on top of. Pulled the bottom hand away rather smartly. The bowler on his follow through in Williams. Couldn't cut the single off. So St. David's on course here for a victory. And they're doing it with total confidence and nonchalance. Rather easy assignment, it seems, that they have.
Yeah, well, certainly a good start at 52 for 2. Just in the 6th over, it really had been a good start so far.
Short delivery. Big swing at that one by George. It was short. He saw his eyes lit up. Maybe looking to pull that into mid-wicket. It might have been a little faster coming on to him than anticipated.
Yeah, Williams working up some pace from that end. We see getting a really good carry. And we just I think his eyes lit up seeing that short delivery. Was not able to make contact, looking to hit it somewhere over mid-wicket.
Ooh, that was close. They will get what might well be a bye, but it cut him in two. Bye signal by the umpire. I think the keeper himself might have been surprised. He was having a big swish at that one, and it was a wonderful delivery that figuratively cut him in two. That's right. Just drop in front of the keeper, and they scampered through for a bye.
Yeah, good delivery, and he should advise to play straight. There's no need to be taking on jurists looking to pull at that delivery, which really was not pullable.
11 more needed. Here is Williams getting into bowl to George. The third man is pulled up into the circle. There is a backward point and a cover also in the circle. Long off and a sweeper. That's the offside field. Edges down to the short third man and they get a single. So George looks as though he doesn't have any bother at all.
Yeah, I think it's the right temperament. You need to just be cautious, and it's just 10 runs needed, and you just need to be cautious, push it around. There's still, I think, how many 2 overs after this one, so no need to rush, no need to be playing rash shots.
Pulled over to mid-wicket, a catch taken, dropped. Oh, it looks simple. He just had to run across a little bit to his left. It was airborne, and it should have been taken. Now that stood in the air for quite some time, going across, and just dropped it. So the that was that Antwine who dropped it. Wouldn't be happy with that at all.
Yeah, I don't think Regis would also be happy. He's looking to force the pace, and that ball was short, lifting a bit and looking to force the pace, got it high up on the bat, and Antwine at mid-wicket just failing to hold on.
You would have taken that, Rafael, wouldn't you? I doubt it.
Well, I think you were always a better fielder than me, so you would have. But it was a simple one. He should have held it.
Yes, he really should have.
Really locked up.
Yes.
And he got both hands straight.
Yeah, but never looked as though he was in control, though. So the over comes to an end. 6 overs gone. It's 55 for 2.
Yeah, 55 for 2. St. David's need just 9 more runs from 12 deliveries. Keon George on 33 not out. Really has been playing a captain's inning. And Regis on 1, just give him a chance there at mid-wicket. But you see probably some message going to come out. Edwards have 1 over to bowl, and they will want to push it around, maybe get 1s and 2s. We just saw the game St. David's played before coming down to a tie. When they were in a position where one thought they would have really win pretty easily, the last sub wicket, and it came down that it ended up in a tie. So they have been having some close matches, St. David's.
And while that, the West Indies, they need 54 of 47.
Yeah. Antwine is going to bowl his 7th over, so Edwards This is a critical over.
Pull down to the deep, wideish mid-off. They're thinking about coming back for the second, decided against it. Well, the truth is, Reggie's wanted the second run, and George was not interested at all.
Well, it's 8 from 11.
Spank through the extra cover area. Simon comes off the boundary, hurls the return to the non-striker's end. Good service. But they were, in fact, scampering back for the second run, and Regis was coming through rather strong. Got there. Live wire is Simon. Look at how quickly he got off the sweeper position, came in, collected the ball, kept his eyes on the ball, then sent the sharp return. It was a good one, really good one it was. And just managing to stride home, there was Regis.
Yeah, good work by Simon. And if it did hit, direct hit, you know, he probably would have been out. But good feeling. He has been one of the standout fielders in this game for St. John's.
Caught at backward point. Short delivery, and stood up there looking maybe to push that on the onside. The ball might have just straightened on him a bit. Let's see what really happened. Yes, and slide it on. Did in fact slide on much faster, and looking to turn the wrist on it. The catch taken, and so another wicket has just fallen. The catch was taken. Who took the catch there? Williams took the catch. So George goes, but I think he's played his role well. He's now 58 for 3. He's gone for 35. So it should not be a difficult assignment for St. David's.
Certainly it should not be. And I think you're saying the right word, that it should not be a difficult assignment. I think they have been in this position before. Probably in their 2 of the games they would have played, I think, against St. Mark's. And then they were also in the same situation against St. Patrick's.
Aston Jackson, has just joined Regis at the crease. Sorry, refill.
Yeah, good wicket. The loss of the captain, Keon George, who played very well, I think is a good wicket for St. John. They will still feel that they have a chance. Just about 6 runs needed. And we have just about 9 deliveries to go. And Larry Edwards is going to bowl the last over. So this over will be so critical in reference to where St. David's ends at the end of the 7th over.
Well, they need just 4 runs per over to get over the victory line. I see absolutely no reason why they shouldn't get there. Jackson will be taking strike. Antwine, the bowler. They're pushing the mid-wicket, who was just outside the circle, right back on the boundary. So we've got 3 men on the boundary, on the onside, and 2 on the boundary on the offside. On the offside, there is the deep sweeper and the long off. There's a long on, deep mid-wicket, and deep forward square.
Yeah, 3 fielders cutting off the single on the offside.
Race to Jackson. Jackson hits that down to the deep extra cover area. Will it get there? It's cut off just inside. Good footwork. But they will, in fact, come back for the second run. They got 2. Sort of hit that slightly inside out.
Yeah, didn't get the time in there as that went bouncing down to extra cover or long off position. The fielder at long off having the run around.
So Jackson is off the mark. That came off more the outer portion of the bat. He wanted to hit that straight, I would think, but turned out to be good in the end because it went between that sweeper position and the long off area. He got 2. Antwine turned up on the onside. They've got to hurry. The return comes in. The umpire is going to be called into action. There's an appeal for run out, and the umpire said not out. Arms akimbo by some of the players, as if in disbelief. Let's look at it now. Turned out on the onside. It was always going to be a difficult single. The return came in, was a sharp one, and I don't know. It looked a rather close one, but the batsman seemed to be in.
Yeah, yeah. Difficult angle for us here. That was a close one, and the batsman got the benefit of the doubt.
So just to update, West Indies 232 for 4. Bravo has gone to 95 of 126. They need 43 of 38, the West Indies. Clip to mid-wicket. Just looking maybe just to... I think you'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
Yeah.
So the over come to an end. It's 7 overs gone, 61 for 3.
Yeah, so you look at it here, full toss, and really, you should have done quite a lot more with that delivery. Really didn't make use of putting that delivery away. Went straight to the mid-wicket. Outrageous.
So one more over to go, Raphael.
Yeah, we know going into the 8th over, St. Davis need 3 runs. Regis just seem to be struggling to get the ball away.
How difficult is this last over? You think it's that difficult? It shouldn't be, should it?
No, I don't think it should be difficult. Yes, Edwards is going to bowl it. But again, it could be interesting to see how the field will be set. You just need to push it, maybe just one shot. But I think if they're going to make that effort, they will have to go very early. Yeah, 6 balls.
We never thought the way that George was striking the ball quite remarkably. We never thought that it would have gone up to maybe the 7th over. But here we are. They just need 3 runs in this over to Eclipse rather. Is going to tie. If they get 2, that'll bring them to 63. They need 64 for victory. And with 6 balls to get there, legal deliveries, I think the batting team has to be the hot favorite.
Well, Edwards is going to use all his experience, paying particular attention to his field. We see the leg side, behind square on the leg side. See a big gap there. If you can get it down to third man, fine. It's also another big gap.
Outside the off stump, cut down to backward point. They went through for a very quick single. They got it.
Very good run in there by Regis, because he went actually straight to the fielder.
Yeah, he must have been backing up well. That's right, was backing up. Took off very quickly. The return from backward point was sharp, but just managed to get there. He was in. Good service to the keeper, but good running too. 62 for 3. So 2 more needed of 5 legal deliveries. So meticulous about the field placing by Larry Edwards. Called upon to do something mastery here. It'll be quite extraordinary if he does something extraordinary, but the batting team quite obviously is in the ascendancy here.
Yes, and Johns would have done pretty well to pull it back, to bring it on to this 8 over. The way that St. David started. One remembers there was 40 in 3 overs. So they really would have pulled it back well to be down to this 8 over. As Edward continues to reposition his fielders. Very short third man or slip deep. A gully position, a backward point, a cover, extra cover mid-off, or long off on the offside. Leg side is a long on mid-wicket and a deep mid-wicket.
He's got to keep an off-stump line, Raphael. Look at the field. And he's got good coverage on the offside. Now let's see what he's going to do. Moves into bowl to Regis. Here he is now. Regis pushes the ball down to long on. Good sensible cricket. Didn't try to hit the ball too hard. Got a single. So the scores are level now. That's correct. Just a 1 more for victory. 4 balls to get 1 run. That shouldn't be easy. I think if the Queen of England is batting alongside Donald Trump, they should get that single.
Yeah, all the fielders are in now, which is the right thing to do. Trying to stop the single.
A little mid-wicket dialogue between the two batsmen. Aston Jackson will be taking strike. So St. David's on the verge of winning this abbreviated game.
I know, pushing the mid-wicket right back on the boundary. A wide long on.
Lives that. Just stopping that. That was a good stop. It was airborne, yes, and some people may argue that it should have been caught. But in the end, the single has been taken. And so St. David's, they've triumphed in this match. The match has just been ended. 64 for 3 with Jackson not out 5. Shondell Regis not out 3. And they have won this game and won it in the final over. In the final over of the match. And as usual, the players just showing camaraderie and team fraternity, and the players now walk off. So the news is that St. David, they've won this game by 7 wickets, defeating St. John, and of course soon we'll be having the man of the match. But just let's quickly go through the scorecard here. Keon George was Scott Williams of the bowling of Antwine for 35. A lot depended on him, and he didn't let down his team at all. 21 balls, 32 minutes. He had 2 gigantic 6s and 2 4s. Kimo Peters was the leg before to Ramnot for 13, 7 balls. Just had just a 1-4 and a 6. But his innings was a very important one too. Imran Joseph had caught Simon of the bowling of Williams for 6. Shondell Regis not out 3, and Aston Jackson not out 5. They brought it home for St. David. Jonathan Taylor just a 1 over for 14 runs, rather expensive. Alvin Ramnot 1 for 12. Well, Jonathan Taylor none for 14 of 1. Larry Edwards had 1.3 overs, no mids, picked up none for 17. Wayne Williams had 1 for 9 of 2. And Anthony Regis had 1 for 11 of 2. So, in the end, though it was an abbreviated contest, Rafael, it was a competitive one.
Yeah, very competitive. Good victory for St. David's. St. John's, I think, would feel really that they fought after losing the first 4 wickets. They came back strongly to Larry Edwards, who got, I think, 38. And really made it competitive. But I think the difference was the first few overs that St. David's batters received. I think they were very positive. George in particular and Peters gave them a good flying start. So coming down at the end of it, it became easy, even though it went down to the last over. But I think the first few overs would put them in a position where they could kind of more relax, have it a little easier in the last over.
The news is that Bravo has just scored his century. He's now 101 of 130 deliveries, and the West Indies need some 33 runs from 28 balls.
Yeah, and it's encouraging for us the way that West Indies have been batting. This is the 3rd century in the tournament. We had both of the openers scoring century and half centuries. I think it's a good sign, and now we have Bravo coming in and scoring a century. So really the top players have been doing well, and this is what you want to see. Your top players do well if your team is going to do well.
And quite pleasing, because your number one and number 2 players getting 100, as you said, and then your number 4 batsman coming on with a century. I think Kerry is ready for us. He's got the post-match ceremony. Kerry Frank, we were just going to talk about a thing or two concerning West Indies cricket, but if Kerry Frank is ready for us, then we're going to be going over to him. Here is Kerry Frank.
Welcome to the post-match ceremony. We're here with the players and the officials for this post-match ceremony. We're first of all going to be presenting the Man of the Match award for today's match. A truncated match due to the rain. For his outstanding performance with the ball 3 for 7, the player of the match, Imran Joseph, will receive his award from Andy Noel. Let's go to a few words with Imran Joseph. Imran, 3 for 7, quite hostile effort with the ball. Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, it was really nice. I was looking for that a long time now, and today I come up with it.
All right, St. David's, they keep rolling. You have been performing well. As you said, quite happy with picking up the wickets today. One more match in the group stage. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to take it and maybe top the zone and see how it goes for the next round again.
All right, so that was him. Oh, no, I have one more question. I was asked by your teammates actually that. Can you tell us a bit about that celebration, unique celebration they've brought to the NLA GPL T20?
That celebration don't come out here. I have a bag home and pull it down in.
All right, so I guess there is some more in that bag so they set me for the next match and the future matches in the tournament.
Yeah, something fresh again.
All right, well, congratulations, Imran, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, we're going to have a word now with Anthony Antoine, the captain for St. John. Tony, today you guys put up a credible effort and fell short in the end. Would you assess your team's performance?
Well, definitely, again, I want to applaud them with the ball again. I know we can bowl properly, and then that's what we did today. We thought once we had 6 runs on the board, which we got 63, was definitely a big chance for us. We showed it today, and I think the guys really stepped up. But we know the likes of Keon George, for me, is one of the leading players in Grenada. Definitely, once we had him where we wanted him, but he got loose today, and that was our downfall. Well,
you have won a little battle. You dismissed Keon George, 2 compatriots from your days at GBSS and many other cricket at the national and junior level, so you must be pleased with that one.
Definitely. I have Keon 4-4 now. 4 games, 4 wickets.
All right, so St. John, they're out of the tournament officially. You've lost 4-4. One final match in the tournament coming up against St. Patrick's. So what are you looking forward to in the final match?
Well, definitely from this game, we have a lot of positive coming out of this game. I mean, the batting again failed us, but one of the things we look forward to is the smiles on the players' face, seeing that we lift in the level a bit, and definitely we're going to come hard in the next game.
All right, so commiserations again on today's match and all the best for the final match.
Yeah, thanks, man. I wish the team that just won against us the best.
All right, now we're going to have a chat with Keon George, the captain of the victorious St. David's team. Keon, 3 victories for St. David's in the tournament and 3 victories down to the last over. You guys certainly love to keep the anticipation and excitement up throughout.
Yeah, of course, we've been coming out to the last over for all the games, as a matter of fact. But, we come off on top and we're glad for that.
It was a truncated match, and certainly efforts to the ground staff and the other persons involved in ensuring that the game was able to be completed. And you guys, 3-4, you've booked a spot in the quarterfinals, one final match in the tournament or the group stage. Looking forward to it next Sunday evening?
Yes, of course. We played hard enough to get there, and the job is not done yet. We have semis coming, and we need to go outside there and get the next win.
All right, so we said you're almost in the semi-finals. You should have some players coming into your squad who will be clearing quarantine in a few days. Looking forward to them, Katos and Ryan Johns, and them to strengthen your 11 for the rest of the tournament.
Of course, these guys been on the chat with us, encouraging us to keep going and get them to the semi-finals. So when they come in, we know that we're going to win this tournament very easy.
All right, so Keon, once again, congratulations today and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that was the confident captain of St. David's, Keon George, as they wrapped up their 3rd victory in the tournament to book their spot quite comfortably into the knockout stage of the tournament. So that's it from the presentation ceremony. Victory to St. David's in match number 12.
Thank you very much, Kerry. Quote, we're going to win this tournament very easily, unquote. That was, of course, Keon George, the captain of St. David's. Well, viewers and listeners, it was an absolute pleasure to bring you the broadcast today. This second game, of course, was a truncated, abbreviated one, but it did bring about a great sense of excitement. It was a pleasure bringing you coverage today. It always is a pleasure. Hope you've enjoyed everything that you've seen and heard. Until next time, on behalf of the rest of the commentary team and technical personalities, Stephen Newham.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion on the field of sports, at your workplace. Just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6 even more. With more money.
To the jackpot galore. Play more, win more, have more fun. With more jackpot money.
Super 6 is my number one.
With the new and improved Super 6 game, the jackpot keep growing and growing.
I'm growing.